Okay. So now when it comes to these 5 values, there are 3 rules that we have to follow whenever we are measuring them. Okay. These are called as sign conventions. So sign convention will tell you what sign to use when you're measuring a certain value over here. We know that there are 2 signs, right? There's a plus sign and a minus sign. So that convention will help us understand which sign comes when. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you all the 3 conventions. Starting with the first convention. Okay. The first convention would be, we start measuring the distance from this point P. Okay, P is always the starting point to measure the distance. So we say simply start measuring from P. Okay, meaning if I want to find focal length, I'll say starts from here, ends here. I'll not say starts from here and ends here. It might not make a difference like this, but when used with the second rule, it will make a lot of sense. I'll tell you why. So the second rule tells me that measuring in direction of incident light. Right? So now I am measuring in this direction, right? Right now it's from left to right. If I want to talk about focal length, or let's say about U, I'll say from P to this object I am measuring in this direction. Now where is my incident light coming from? We know that in a convex and a concave mirror, the difference being right. Right, say I'm going to draw a simple diagram there. If this is the mirror, we know that light comes in this direction, right? That is the incident light. Once it hits, it bounces through F, and if it goes through F, it bounces and goes in that direction, right? And this is where they meet, this is where they form the image, right? Now notice that incident light is coming from right to left, but over here I am measuring from left to right because I said I have to start measuring from P. So if you are measuring in the direction of light, we say it is positive. Okay, opposite is true. Measuring against or opposite, in opposite direction of incident is opposite sign, that is negative. Okay. So here, since light is coming like this, but I am measuring from here, I will say that I am against this direction. I am measuring from left to right, light is coming from right to left. So I will say that In case of object distance u, my u is going to be a negative number. Okay, so if I say that in this case that this is 10 centimeters, something like that, I will say that u is equals to minus 10 centimeters. Okay, I'll call u as minus 10 because I am measuring against the direction of light. The opposite also is true. If I measure in the same direction of light, it is positive, right? You might not notice this case here, but try to recall what we learned about convex mirror yesterday. So if I draw a convex mirror like this, right, we saw that object is here, F, P, the image formed somewhere here, right? Just see, sorry. Right? You will recall that object is this side, image is this side. Now, incident light is coming like this, going like that. From P, if I start measuring, here, see that U is measured from P to this object over here. This is U, right? Over here U is going to be negative because light is coming like this, but I am measuring like this. But now notice, if I am measuring V, that is basically from P to the image, you will notice that I will start measuring this direction from right to left. Even the light is coming from right to left in the same direction. So I will say that V is going to be a positive number definitely. Okay. That is what these two rules will tell us. Anything you measure, focal length U or V, positive or negative will depend on which side of the mirror they are on. If they are on the side where the light is coming from, they are generally negative. Okay. If they are on the other side, they will become positive. Over here, even focal length, I will start from P to F, right to left, same direction as light. So even F is going to be positive over here. But over here you will see that F is also negative, U is also negative, V is also negative, because all of them are in the opposite direction of incident light. I hope that is clear. The final thing or the final convention that we are going to talk about is this. It says that height of object and height of image. It talks about these last two values. We already spoke about these three. We'll speak about these two. Now height is positive if you look at it above the axis. Okay, above the axis is a positive height and below the axis is a negative height. So since the diagram was a little dirty, I have cleaned it up. Okay, P, F, C, right, object, image. Now this object is above the axis, right? So if I am measuring above the axis, I will say height of object over here is going to be positive. For the image, it is below the axis, right? This is the axis, the image is below. I am measuring in the bottom side. So I will say that height of image is negative over here. Okay, so that makes my third sign convention. Height is positive above principal axis. Principal axis is nothing but this line, and height is negative below principal axis.